Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla TV. We can watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new Klim Apex Air Jacket, available at RevZilla.com. To my left, this is the new Klim Apex Air. We've seen the Apex, which is really that sport touring, multi-season touring jacket. This is the Air version of that. So if that was 4-season, this is now going to be 2-season hot weather. And we see that made up with still a muted textile and leather combination, but now you have big mesh panels in the chest, in the arms, and in the back. And everything is open and closable. So again, 2 to 2.5 seasons. So I think mid-spring, all summer, early fall. And the nice part about Klim is that they're thinking very functionally about how you turn on and off those vents. For instance, the back side of these mesh vents actually have a panel that you zip on and off on the inside of the jacket, and they're coupling that with the protection scheme that you would respect from Klim. Now, the price point of this guy, north of the $600 mark. And it's not going to be waterproof at all. Again, you're trading the waterproof of the Apex for the Apex Air's mesh breathability. I am a fan of the technicality, the protection, and the function of this jacket. I do think it's a little expensive, though. I think this guy should be a little closer to that $550, $500 mark, but that's just my impression based on what I'm seeing out there in the rest of the market. Now, 3 colors available: high vis, black silver, and a murdered out all black. And you'll see on this black version too, that while there's still a great amount of reflectivity, it's actually done in microflexion, which means that the reflectivity is woven into blacked out panels. Again, giving you a little bit more of a Batman or a stealth look. You could totally rock this jacket on something like a Ducati Multistrada, where the regular Apex is a little bit more of a BMW RT look, in my opinion. Now let's talk briefly about fit. Buzzsaw, to my left, 6 foot, 215, 46-inch chest. He's wearing a size large. Klim runs American. If you look at the size chart, he'd be between a large and an extra large. He's right on the cusp. Now, if this is a cold weather jacket, I'd probably tell him, I say, hey, listen, Klim typically does shells. You're gonna need to add a base layer and a mid layer to that. You might wanna go into that extra large, give yourself room, even though you're right on the cusp. Because this is 2-season hot weather, and because you're probably just rocking this over a t-shirt or a thin base layer, he can get away with staying with the large, knowing that there's a minimal amount of adjustability here. And again, looking through the lens of, I'm typically gonna be pared down on my base layers. I want it to fit tightly and be more of a svelte cut, and I don't want the extra flap. So again, he's choosing to go with the large here, and you can see how it fits him. It's nice. It's more of a sport touring cut, a little bit more svelte from Klim. Very different than something that I would say would be in the same category when you start to think about protection, like the Apex, which is similar, but really the big brother, which is that Badlands, which is more of that off-road cut. This is definitely an on-road touring and sport touring setup in just by way or by virtue of its articulation. Now, use this size chart. Remember, we'll ship for free over 39 bucks. And what I'd really love for you to do is click our logo, subscribe to us at RevZilla TV on our YouTube channel. Leave me your comments, your questions, your feedback on the new Klim Apex Air. Now that we've talked about usage and a bit about the fit, let's dive into some of the nuance here. 6 big panels O mesh, 2 big on the front. It's actually 5 because the back is 1 big panel. Notice the sleeve here. You're looking at a big panel of mesh here that completely unzips, getting great airflow through the jacket. Again, on down to the wrist too, so you're gonna get outside of that fairing. And then when we show you the back, it's actually phenomenal. It's a big panel that tucks away, but it has great coverage. Other thing to think about here is main construction. Main construction is gonna be Cordura throughout, a 420D, as well as a 500 in the inside of the arms. You have Klim's carbonite mesh, which is a mil-spec, very beefy Kevlar-infused mesh throughout. Again, very strong, very abrasion resistant. But then you're using goatskin in 2 places. So you have regular goatskin, which is going to be nice and soft. It's going to give you great abrasion resistance up the outside of the arm. But then you have Pitard's Keratin, which is a ceramic coated at a molecular level goatskin, which stiffens up the leather, gives it more of an abrasion resistant. It's scored, it moves with you. But again, a very different style of goatskin, again, chemically treated or manufactured by Pitard's, really beefing up the protection game throughout your shoulders and impact areas. You see it down here too, along the forearm. Now, Buzzsaw, turn the face away from me. You're gonna see that Keratin come to play all the way down. Notice I did talk about it on the elbow there, all the way into the forearm, and there's your elasticated goatskin on the back of the elbow as well. There I'm gonna have my Cordura 500D, and I even have my articulated stretch panel working its way in. Now, before I work into this rear vent and start talking about the vent, let's talk about the armor. It's D3O EVO Pro. Now, it's not the XT, which gives you the extreme temp stability, but it's EVO Pro, which means in cold weather it's CE rated 2, in cold and hot weather it's CE rated 1. Notice ventilation, big and thick. This is going to be an elbow and forearm protector. This is massive compared to your normal D3O. So again, big upgrade there going through for the EVO Pro. Badlands is going to be EVO Pro XD, and then you go up to the Zergo in the Adventure Rally. Now, notice there is no cinching or adjuster down here. There's going to be a shock cord adjuster right on the inside down here along the base. So again, you're going to bring it down. It is waist length, so you're going to be able to cinch it down around your waist. Turn backwards for me there, Buzzsaw. If we turn to the back, this is where it gets exciting again, for me at least. You do have your CE Level 2 Viper D3O back protector that's coming stock. Again, nice touch. But what I like is I've seen a lot of manufacturers do this zip away vent panel on the back. Okay, great, zip away vent panel. What I haven't seen them do is really go up super high in their coverage. Notice this massive flap that comes down with Cordura, microflexion, and notice how that comes down. You're getting great coverage. So in a slide, in a crash, you have a few extra inches that are tucked in here above the top, or up above, and that's gonna give you better coverage. I think it's a very thoughtful, very conservative design by way of its protection scheme. Again, you're not trading off. And notice how that zips in. I'll tell you, even my knuckles rubbing against the Rhinotech mesh here, or really the carbonite mesh, Rhinotech is their stitching, it actually hurts because this stuff is so abrasion resistant and so beefy, you can feel the fact that it's really a material on steroids. Now if we move back, right, they've eliminated a rabbit pouch that you would have had here on more of a touring or an adventure jacket. Again, it's more touring, more svelte, and you can see how it plays in. Notice the height of the collar along the back here as well. Come back around to the front for me there, Buzzsaw. Let's open it up. So if Buzzsaw opens it up, you're gonna immediately see, go this side first. On the inside, notice the inside. It's going to be your normal Klim interior, sport touring commuting, great mix of pockets. You notice the collar is going to be a fleecy mesh style pocket up here across the top. And there's the thing that's different about both sides that I'm showing you right now. Notice this side, I have the air conditioning turned off. I have this windproof panel that's covering up what's going to be the 3D mesh to the front. On this side, I have it fully tucked down. So it's a 2-zipper system that allows you to put that flap down, tuck it in just like I did along the back, and now you have the ability to get the full bore airflow coming through the front. So again, when you do a jacket like this, if it didn't exist on the inside, if you couldn't close your vents, I'd say, it's about 2 season. It has to be hotter, you're gonna be chilly. This guy gets a 2.5 season rating where you can really start to stretch it those early mornings and evenings in spring and fall. You might be okay there because you have the ability to turn off the airflow, which is a really nice touch. So the other thing to think about is pairing this jacket, right? So you have an idea of how you'd use it seasonally and the type of riding styles. And again, if it's your style, you're gonna know it. This would match up with the Voyager Air pants. So right now I have Buzzsaw on a pair of jeans. We just want to focus on the jacket. But if he was wearing the Voyager Air pants, you see it's a mesh infused textile pant around the $400 mark that allow you to complete the set. So keep that in mind. Remember, there's the Apex Air. There's the Apex, which is going to be that 3 to 4 season technical shell. You have the Induction on the Air side, which is 2-season mesh. It's a step down from this, a little bit less technical. And the big brother to all this stuff are going to be the Badlands and then the Adventure Rally, which are more off-road inspired, where this guy really starts from a place of sport touring, multi-season touring, and allows you to refine the functionality depending on the climate you're approaching. The next step in your journey is to click the info button on your screen or on your mobile device right now. Visit the product detail page at RevZilla.com. The next thing to do is read all the rider reviews of the new Klim Apex Air. Remember, you shouldn't just take my word for it, see what other riders are saying as they put it through its paces. As always, we'll ship for free over $39. If you want to talk to a gear geek, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown. Remember, subscribe to us, RevZilla TV, on the YouTubes. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.